Introducing your host of the Playlisted Podcast, Mr. Austin Burke.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? You feeling good? Feeling good? Welcome to the Green Light Bar. Welcome to the Playlisted Podcast. My name is Austin Burke. We got Dean here. We got Mikey on sound. Or on video. We got Cody on sound. There's going to be a bucket on this table. If you're here in the crowd tonight and you want to perform, you're not performing, put your name in the bucket. We'll get you up here. At the end of the show, we're going to draw some names from the bucket. So it's basically like an open mic kind of situation if you're wanting to be a part of it. But super excited about our guest tonight. He has written songs for Morgan Wallen, Hardy, Julia Cole. I mean, the list goes on and on. Kylie Morgan.
Damn.
And he's just one of the coolest dudes ever. I just met him today. So
I watched you meet him, and it seemed great.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
So everybody get loud for Jeff Garrison. Man.
Oh, not much. Excited to be here.
Hell yeah. I was just telling everybody that we just met today, and he's a songwriter. So, you know, the best guests I have on the show are songwriters because they understand the song. They understand how it works, and they understand what the people want from a song. So I guess my first question for you would be, tell us a little bit about you, man. I don't even know you. So where are you from? What's kind of your story? How'd you get to Nashville?
I grew up in a small town called Grand Haven, Michigan. And I got Michigan people in the back. I got into music. I was in a band with this guy named Garrett Bournes, and we started playing music and got my first taste of songwriting, and we played all over. And he actually ended up having a pretty good career out in L.A. Under the artist named Bournes, but we kind of came up together.
I know him. Shit, bro.
Yeah.
You guys were in a band together?
We were. We grew up together.
Oh
we were
God.
super close.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, we were performing at young ages, and won a couple Battle of the Bands. You know,
Sick.
In high school.
Me too.
Super fun, and it was pretty nice. We had the support of our community. People really, you know, when you're in the Midwest, there's just, if you haven't lived in the Midwest, you don't know, but there's not much going on. So when there's a show or something, people come out and you're like, wow, this is I really enjoy this. And
what kind of music was it?
Gosh, we really wanted to be the Chili Peppers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We were kind of like a punk funk band. But I just loved singer-songwriter music on the side. And so when I was in that group, I started working on singer-songwriting music. And then eventually, when I graduated, moved down to Nashville and started pursuing a songwriting and artist career. Yeah.
That's badass, dude. That's badass. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I want to explain the show to you and the show to everybody in the crowd that might not know what's going on. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe. That is how you can support this show. But the way the show works, it was inspired by Kill Tony. That's the entire show was inspired by Kill Tony, but it's not Kill Tony. It's a music version. It's Nashville's version. And basically what's going to happen, we have 6 artists tonight. They're going to come up on stage. They're going to sing a song. They're going to hope to God the crowd likes it. They're going to hope to God we like it. And then it turns into a podcast. We're going to ask them questions about where they're from, what inspired their music, and then, you know, just find out some crazy shit about them, really. That's kind of my goal, is to find out what is really crazy about them, because we're all a little crazy if we're in this industry. So that's kind of the show. I do want to take a quick second and thank our sponsors before we get started. Shout out to the Picker app. I know Jenny mentioned it before the show. The Picker app is literally the coolest app if you're an artist. You can go on there. You can sign up. You can, if you're wanting to record music, you basically pick your fantasy football team for artists, for recording studios. You pick your studio, your band members, you know, guitar, bass, background singer. We had somebody that needed a freaking, what was it? A violin or some shit?
Accordion?
Accordion. Yeah.
Tyler?
You know, accordion. But you can find your team and record the music that you want to. And they've been a supporter of the podcast since day one. So shout out to the Picker app. Locke and the team over there. If you haven't yet, download it in the App Store. It's free. You can sign up, and we're building a community with them the same way we're doing here at Playlisted. And then I also want to do a quick second. We have $5 drinks, $5 Pickers drinks at the bar. So they are another one of our sponsors, the Pickers Vodka, okay? It's pretty cool. If you make the A-list tonight, if you crush it, right? If you crush it and we like your song, you're going to hear this sound. That's the A-list, right? So
That sounds like America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
that
like
was the
America.
goal,
If you
brother.
make the A-list, it used to kind of mean nothing. We have a playlist on Spotify, playlist on Apple. But now, thanks to Pickers Vodka, we are offering a chance for some of the A-listers to go perform in front of the Big Machine A&R team downtown live. So it's a big deal. Scott Borchetta bought Pickers Vodka. He's the owner of it. So he's now, you know, supporting this podcast, supporting his vodka. But really, the main thing is to get artists a record deal. Like, that's the whole goal of it. And so if you crush it, you got a chance to get a record deal. We'll see what happens. So let's get a name. Let's get somebody up here so we can get the show rolling. And I'll ask you some more questions.
All right. We have Chris Arcana.
Let's go.
Come on up here. So as Chris comes up here, he's gonna get ready, and while the artists are getting ready, it's an interview, it's a podcast for you, right? So you moved to Nashville. What's that journey like? You mentioned to me that you signed a record deal with Def Jam. Is that correct?
Well, it was Island Def Jam at the time,
Yes.
and then they split during our kind of in the middle of our signing, and became Island and Def Jam as two separate labels, and we went on the Island side.
Okay.
We kind of became kind of a college band, and
Was it country or what?
it was like I was like a pop vocalist, I guess,
Okay.
and then he was a rapper, and so we were kind of writing. Honestly, we were kind of writing these funny songs, and then it just kind of progressed into this thing, and we were like, oh shoot, well maybe we were kind of selling out. We were selling out rooms around town, and really just packing them in, and we were like, maybe we should take this a little more serious. And then one thing kind of led to another. We were opening up for like Nick Jonas and DNCE and The
Okay.
Wanted, and then after that we signed a deal.
Were
But
you living
we
in
were
Nashville or were you living in LA?
Oh, we were in Nashville,
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Signing that record deal was the most interesting feeling I've ever had in my life. Like, I had built it up in my head of like, when I sign this record deal, my entire life is going to be different. I'm going to be a different person. I'm like semi good looking. I'm going to be hot, you know, all this different. I'm just kidding. But I just thought literally everything was going to change. And then when I signed it, I was like, wait a second, I'm still me. I still know all the same people. I still, you know, and it doesn't, it was that feeling of like, wait a second, this is just another step on the journey. It was a really good lesson to know, like, it's not really about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about taking the opportunity you have and really, you know, getting as much out of it as you can and moving forward. And
What you just said, I hope artists heard that, because I think everybody really thinks that, hey, I'm going to get a record deal and everything's going to change for me. Like, they're going to do all these things for me. But the truth is, and especially today, the second you get a record deal, the real work begins. And that's when you actually have to work 10 times harder. Yes, you have a team that you can hand stuff off to, but at the end of the day, they're still coming to you and meeting with you, and they're like, hey, Austin, hey, what do we, you know, God, Jeff, I don't know. What are we going to do here, man? Like, you know, they know how to do it, but they still, you're the quarterback, right? Like, and so what you just said is super valuable, because I think dude, I thought that, right? Like you think, oh man, I'm gonna
Everybody
sign a record
thinks
deal
it.
and my dreams are gonna come true. It's like, no, that's when the real work starts.
And I have friends too that like, they're like, oh, like I just feel like if I have this manager or this deal or this thing or this whatever, and I'm like, listen, the anxiety that you want to be resolved is the reason that you do music. And you signing that deal is not going to remove that anxiety. So like, if you are going to add people onto your team, it should really be, what does this person add? What are they bringing to the table? Like, how are we going to collaborate together as a team to progress this vision forward? Not like, wow, my plate is full and I'm really just looking for something to be taken off, because, you know, it should be a progressive thing of like, oh, this person is like filling in this cap and that's elevated this and this level. Because the more people you add into the team, like also the filter is harder. So now you're going to be more selective about songs. You know, I'm just riffing. But.
No, I love it. The less money you get too at the end of the day. All right. Well, let's give it up for our first artist of the night. Is it Arcana or Arcana? All right. Give it up for Chris Arcana singing his song, Seeds Be Sown.
I've been holding on way too long. I lost the nerve, the love I have for you. I've been staying strong, that was wrong. Should have said the words I'd say if I was to be true. Can't go on, the seed's been sown. Swearing my heart out. Now I know that we owe is the love we had that we burnt out. And I've been wasting time in this life that the clocks could turn back just for me and you. Baby, it's a sin, this life we're in, fighting over who is won, who is next to lose. Can't go on, the seed's been sown. Swearing my heart out. Now I know that we owe this love we had that we burnt out. Can't go, seed's been sown. Swearing my heart out. Now I know that we owe this love we had that we burnt out.
Chris Arcana, everybody.
Come on.
Man. Where are you from, man?
From Fayetteville, Arkansas, originally.
Very cool.
Woo pig.
Whoop. No, I'm good. I'm good.
That's
I'm
awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah, I had a really bad relationship at a young age. We got engaged really, really young, and she was pretty sick with alcoholism and drug addiction. And it's kind of just about like falling out of love, you know, and still trying to hold on to that love, you know, but no matter what you do, you know, you're kind of just stuck in it until you finally realize there's nothing else left, I guess.
Did you end up marrying her, or you broke it off
No.
after the engagement?
Yeah, bullet dodged. Yeah. I was able to wake up one day and say, you know what, I can't do this anymore, and I had to run away to an hour away from home to get away from her and started a new life and everything, and so.
So a lot of times we hear from females that they were in, you know, relationships that they couldn't get out of. It's very interesting to hear a male's perspective on that.
Yeah.
I can speak for myself. I know my sisters, one of them is in a relationship that's really hard for her to get out of. How did you get out of that relationship? I obviously you left, like you had to leave, but what are the steps mentally that you did, and then post breakup that you maybe still go through today?
You know, her dad was a great person. He sent her to Florida with him, and you know, I told her I'd be there when she got back, and she ended up running away from Florida. And by the time she got back, you know, I was already kind of numb to it. And I even remember, you know, them coming to Arkansas. It's like 14 hours away, and they were like, "And we want to get you help too." And I was like, "What? Like, I'm sober." And like that was the day, like I looked in the mirror and like I saw like the bags under my eyes and the pale in my face and stuff like that. And I realized like, oh man, I'm sick too. And so while she was gone, I started doing my self-work of, you know, being more independent, not having to be so codependent in that relationship, you know, going to therapy. That, you know, I'm a strong advocate of therapy.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
So you think drugs and alcohol together with this person? Obviously, you guys were using together. Was that kind of a thing?
I probably partied with her when we were younger, and then I probably towards the last 2.5 years of that relationship, I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking weed, I wasn't doing anything. I was too busy worried about her, where she was at, if she was going to come home, you know, things like that.
Wow. Well, it's fun to hear this side of it, because we were kind of talking a little bit. I heard a little bit of, you know, it is the Jason Isbell, Zach Bryan type of country, and it's hard for me as a listener sometimes to really understand what the story of the song is, because it's. I'm not gonna steal what you said. I want you to say what you said, because it's so true about the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. Don't forget that. But I hearing this story makes it all make sense. It's like it's freeform poetry in a way, but then when you hear like the real story, it's like, holy shit, I love that.
You know,
I love that.
Actually, Jason Isbell is a great story of that. You know, in my town, cover music is king. That's where we make all our money. And I used to hate Dreamsicle. I don't know if you guys know the song Dreamsicle by Jason Isbell, but it's one of his most popular songs, and I hated it for the same reason. I was like, I just don't get it. And then he released a documentary on like Amazon, and it like he completely broke the song down. And like I remember by the end of it, I was in tears, and now I play it every time I play a live show.
That's so cool, man.
You know, yeah.
See, that's what it's about. And now I have a perspective of that music that I didn't, thanks to you. So what do you think, man?
Man, let me just say, awesome voice. And right out of the gate, there was like a professionalism in terms of you're playing the intro lick on the acoustic, and then boom, and like when the verse comes in, verse melody matches the intro lick. I thought that was a really nice touch. Great harmonica playing. I like to like. I was really trying to like listen along, and it's not a genre that I fully understand all the time. I was telling him, like, sometimes when I listen to Zach Bryan, it's like his lyrical, and this is kind of a off metaphor, so to speak, but his lyrical stuff kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chili Peppers, where it doesn't always make sense, but there's like 3 or 4 lines where you like really hang your hat on those lines, and it's like, oh, those are the lines in that song. And in your song, as I was listening, I was like, it kind of ebbs and flows, and you really feel the vibe. But I almost wanted to hear, like, when you told that story, man, I was like, I was really that chorus would have like hit me so hard if like there was just a tiny bit more furniture in that verse, because your melodies are so strong and the feeling is so strong. It's like, man, it's like I almost wanted to hear, like, instead of like telling me what you're feeling, like show me. Like, I got home late, bottles on the counter, empty. Like you're sitting on the couch just half awake or something. Same old night, same story, that kind of thing. And then when that chorus comes in, like those lyrics like really hit me. It's like, oh wow, we've been doing this. Yeah. We've been here a while. We've been doing this, you know?
Yeah, the seed's been sown. I love it.
I don't know.
That's great, dude. That's great. Yeah.
But really like the song and like the melody choices. I almost could have heard that chorus like held out a little bit longer, like on those. The seed's been sown. You know, like, yeah. I'm not like, your voice is amazing, but like you could almost hold those out a little bit longer too, if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you, you live in Nashville now?
No, me and my friend actually.
Oh shit.
We just got done driving 8 hours. We got here two hours
dude.
ago.
Hell yeah.
We just got here 2 hours ago. Yeah, I got dressed. I dropped him off. He was playing down the road. And I'm playing here. Yeah, so I
love it, man.
We wanted to hang out with you Nashville guys.
So you're playing in Arkansas.
Northwest Arkansas.
Is that, you're doing music full time?
Yes.
Nice. And it's a lot of cover gigs.
It's a lot of cover gigs.
Yeah. We're at like breweries, stuff like that.
Breweries, bars. We have some local venues that we'll play sometimes. That I'll play sometimes.
You ever open up for anybody cool at some big shows? That you
I
guys
opened up
there?
for Kofi Anderson last year. David Starr, I've opened up for him a few times. I don't know if anybody knows him. He works with John Oates a lot. A gentleman named Willie Trawick, who's really popular in Alabama. I've gotten to play with him a lot. So I've gotten to play for a few guys. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Well, I think my biggest thing that I tell people, and I love that you're not from Nashville, because Nashville has a way of making artists like you Nashville, right? So I don't want to do that. What I want you to do, though, is I want you to take this style and your flavor, and I want you to co-write with a bunch of people, as many people as you can. There's a lot of songwriters in the crowd tonight. There's a lot of songwriters that watch this podcast. If you are watching this, reach out to Chris Arcana. Come down here, write with people, but bring a little piece of you with.
I'd love
right?
that.
Don't let this town make you anything other than you are, because you're a badass singer, badass 100%. Guitar player, badass performer, and you, like you said, you have the professionalism that's just. You can tell.
Dude, you crush. I mean, honestly, like, if you just like, I just feel like you could literally like just go out in a field and set up a camera and just start posting like all the time. Like, make it look country and make it look like kind of just have that vibe and just start like your voice and everything is really, really strong. And I think like, you know, you get the right songs, like that could be really cool, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you have a cool story. You have a calmness about you. You can tell you've been through some shit. I'm rooting for you, brother. That song made the A-list 100%. Good job.
100%.
He's slow.
And if I may, thank you for the advice. It's a little too late now. That song will be out on Spotify and everything on October 23rd, my birthday. So please go stream it. Go buy it on iTunes Music as well, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. Really.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Give it up for Chris Arcana, everybody. Come on.
Let's go, Chris.
Boom. All right, your first one. What did you think, man? You nervous?
Oh yeah, I'm nervous as hell.
You did great. You did great. You did great. All right, let's get the next name out of here. Come on.
All right, here we go. Jordan Salthouse.
Jordan. All right.
Back again.
All right, so you have a big record deal. You're on tour, doing some big shows, arenas, right? Like, what was the...
Well, we did... I mean,
with Nick
we didn't do arenas. We were probably doing, I don't know, 10 to 10, 5, 15, somewhere in there. 15,000 cap would be the biggest.
Massive.
Probably the biggest show we did was the Texas State Fair. That was freaking packed out there.
Sick.
It was a fun time, fun run.
Yeah. So how does that journey end? what's the story? Why did you guys break up? I guess, or what happened?
We broke up because he cheated on me.
Oh,
no,
no.
I'm just kidding. Basically, you know, it's complicated, and he's doing a lot better now. But there was kind of some. I was really trying to stay deadlocked, focused, not. You know, I heard something one time on. It was like some Lifetime Achievement Award for, like, I think it was like Nirvana or something. And they had like Dave Grohl and whatever. And once somebody said, like, a band is people that rub each other the wrong way in exactly the right way.
That is very well said.
And it would just really, really resonated with me. And I can go and list like all the different reasons. And at the end of the day, like, it did kind of grow into a toxic situation where the music just had a hard time coming to fruition after that. And I was already moving in a songwriting direction. I've always found the most satisfaction out of completing a song, completing a record, completing a production, just like that. Oh, wow, like, let me just take this to the best of my abilities right now, and then we're gonna move on. And sometimes when you're an artist, you only create, you know, you're creating what, a fifth of the amount that you're going to create as a producer, as a songwriter. And so I was moving in that direction. I think like he was kind of having some troubles in his life, and we were kind of just growing apart. And so, yeah, I think it kind of came to its natural conclusion, I think.
Nice.
And it was bittersweet, I think. One of those things where, like, in the moment you're like, it's this culmination of like all this stuff, but looking back on it, I'm like, man, that was so fun. That was like, we gave it our absolute best shot and took it to the farthest place that we could, and we worked really hard on it, and we had a few cool moments.
Everything happens for a reason, right? You got to look back now and just be thankful that it happened, almost. Right?
Honestly, the other thing that I'll say is I looked at the band as a place that could get me to where I wanted to go faster, and not get me to the place that I wanted to go with the thing that I wanted to be doing
Forever.
So like, I was like, I love songwriting. I love singer-songwriter stuff. I was like, country music and song crafting was really growing on me. And I looked at this thing and I was like, I bet you that I could just get a deal and get things very quickly if I did that. And while that was true, everybody knew me as that. And so when it came time to be like, well, wait a second, like, no one's viewing me as this other aspect of myself that I really feel like is the reason that I came here. And so eventually that kind of came to a head, and I was like, well, if I want to be viewed as a songwriter, if I want to be viewed as a producer, if I wanted to be taken seriously by songwriters and producers and publishers and whatever, then I actually have to do that every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Well,
you're not it
long
until
story
you
long.
do it.
I love it. No, I love that. I love it. We're gonna keep going on your journey. So, all right, everybody, give it up for Jordan Salthouse singing his song "Where the Buffalo Graze."
I keep my memories all locked up inside of a cage. I threw out the key so they can't bring me down to my grave. But they keep on haunting me when I try to run and escape. So I'm gonna keep driving out where the buffalo graze. La da 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 da. Don't tell my mama that I've seen some better damn days. I've got some problems and the devil has led me astray. I dig them deep down so she don't have to worry and pray. So I'm gonna keep driving out where them buffalo graze. La da 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 da. Mama, I'm sorry, there's no good in this world. When my feet get heavy, I remember your words, oh no. She said, son, there ain't nothing that the good Lord can't say. So I'm gonna keep driving out where the buffalo graze. La da 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 da. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be more better off dead. I'm dead to that girl, but she ain't put a gun to my head. I've damaged my soul, but it's not mine to perish and take. So I'm gonna keep driving out where the buffalo graze. La da 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 da. Mama, I'm sorry, there's no good in this world. When my feet get heavy, I remember your words, oh no. She says, son, there ain't nothing that the good Lord can't say. So I'm gonna keep driving out where the buffalo graze. Da 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 da.
Jordan Salthouse, everybody.
Come on.
My tuning was kind of messed up there on the high notes. I kind of heard that. I feel like it was
You're
sounded
good,
off.
man. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's your
Thank you
second
so
time on
much.
the show.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. How you doing, man? Has
Just been working.
yeah?
Yeah, a ton. Yeah.
What's changed since last time you were on?
I got 2 job promotions, so money's a little bit better. But
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Nice.
So that's about it.
And
Still
what do
writing.
you do again? Remind me.
I serve on Broadway at the
Okay.
12:30 Club.
That's a dope bar. Expensive drinks. God, I went for my
Literally,
birthday.
yeah.
Holy shit, it's like Vegas.
They're all
dude.
expensive.
They're like
It's like
$20
Vegas
for a
price.
martini. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't
crazy.
matter where you go down there now. A beer is $15.
There are levels though. 12:30s.
They're trying to mix. They're trying to mix the high class like dining with party, and it's
Yeah.
they just ramp up the prices on everything.
Are you a server now? or-
Yeah, I am a server on the
Okay.
rooftop bar. So
Very
if
cool.
Y'all are on Broadway, you might see me on the rooftop.
Nice, dude.
So, yeah.
Very cool. Tell us a little bit about that song.
I wrote it pretty recently, about 2 months ago. I felt like,
Did you write it by yourself?
yes, sir. Yeah, in my room, literally just me sitting there. I was in a headspace where I was just like, I feel like I kept falling into the same, like lows and then highs and then lows and then highs. I felt like I was kept running away from my problems and not fixing them. So it's like out where the buffalo graze. I'm from Boston, so we don't have buffalo there, obviously. And so it's like the metaphor is I'm just trying to get as far away as possible. And then, yeah, it's just I'm keeping them, all my memories of like stuff that I've done or things that I'm doing right now, and I'm just trying to lock them away, not think about it as much. And then they always keep catching up to me, so I just keep trying to run away. That's basically
What are you trying to run away from, you think?
Well, we talked about this last time. I'm a Christian man, so I feel like I've been falling into temptation a lot, and yeah, it's a repeating thing over and over again, and I'm just trying my best to run away from it, and I feel like I'm not dealing with the problem. I'm a lot better right now, but yeah, so.
Very cool, man.
Nashville's a tough place to run away from.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So Dean's moving next week.
I'm moving to help. Yeah.
Where the Buffalo's great.
Yeah, I'm going where Charlotte.
What do you think, man?
What if you were, and I'm just talking like strictly from like a commercial standpoint, if you were trying to get your song like onto a playlist on Spotify per se, like what kind of area would you want to live in? Like what's your go-to that you're like, I like these things and I would love if my song was in the mix of this playlist amongst other songs?
Tyler Childers, Sam Barber, Dylan Gossett, all those are like my top 3 basically. Waylon Wyatt, who's like a new younger kid, I guess, same kind of thing. I love that. I feel like it's a very storytelling type of music where I can kind of take it slow. I do write some like faster paced songs, but especially for acoustic sets, I feel like it's better to slow it down and kind of tell a story. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, that's great to know. I would say like, dude, like I love your playing. Like you have a really good feel. Like I like that stripped down thing for you, especially with like those references that you said. You know, I think it's like, I think a lot of it is, and I come from this kind of country place where it's like, okay, like how are we gonna flip a title? Like how are we gonna flip this today? How are we going to, you know, how are we gonna say tonight today? You know, like that kind of thing. And you're in that place where those people are kind of creating a very raw vibe. They're creating a very a metaphorical kind of lyric that is specific to them. Like Tyler Childers is going to say things the way he says them, and it may not be in that like Nashville Craftsman kind of way.
Yeah.
But it works, and I think like what you have could definitely work. Like
I just have to find my audience is basically what you're saying.
I would say, yeah. I mean, like from a person that doesn't like understand that genre as well as probably you do, honestly. Like if you're listening to that all the time, like I would say the best thing for you would be like studying marketing.
Yeah.
You know, if you are like, this song is mine and I'm gonna perform that, then like the best thing that you can do is like, if I have a Hershey's bar or a Snickers, and I have one that's in a Snickers wrapper and one that's in a white piece of paper taped up, like what like you're gonna be like, oh no, that's a Snickers over there, the one in the Snickers wrapper, but they're both Snickers. And so for you, it's
great
like
analogy.
How can I package this in a visual way that's gonna win people over?
Yeah.
You know, like how can I? Okay, what does that song look like? Well, it probably looks like you, like you know, like
Some buffalo.
like
Yeah,
Sierra
in a field,
Farrell,
yeah.
has like she's got her outfits and the aesthetic is all right, the setting is right, and for you, it's like if that's your song, it's like getting the aesthetic right, like really dressing the part up, getting like you know, maybe like a cool bolo tie and that kind of thing. And I know that that's not musical advice, but just like
It helps with marketing the song visually.
yeah, it's just because it's so much about you. Is that a?
No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not meaning to call these artists out, but there are 2 guys that I've had on the show, and I saw a video that they both posted. It was different, and the background was waving, and I go, "Are you using a fucking green screen?"
Ooh.
They're using a green screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, dude. This is, my mind was blown. Like these
It's
artists
not that hard to do.
are using green screens right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm an artist and I'm like, what the fuck? All right,
Yeah.
seriously, are
Yeah.
we really doing this? They're using green screens. I guess you could find one. I don't know. I have no idea how to do it, but
It's easy.
Asteen.
Yeah.
You know, I guess get a green screen and take yourself to Wyoming, right? Like you don't have
Yeah.
to spend money anymore and pay $3,000 to go to Wyoming. I spent a lot of money to go to Arizona and shoot all my shit, but I guess I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Amazon. Amazon. You can do all of it on Amazon.
I guess, dude. I just, it blew my mind. And what you just said, it's like, I can't hate them because I ain't them, right? I have to be like, this is where we're at. This is what's going on. I guess. I don't really have a desire to do that, to be honest, but that's where we're at right now.
I feel like I'd
And that's
rather.
what you're competing against, just so you know.
I'd feel like I'd rather, like, I know on the drive to Knoxville, like, there's a lot of hilly areas and stuff like that. Even if there's no buffalo or whatever, I know. I actually looked it up. There's a buffalo farm about an hour away. I might hit them up for
We
a
should all
music
go
video.
tonight.
Yeah, let's. I might hit them up for a music video.
Give
We'll
me
see.
9 more Sun Cruises and
Well-
you catch me at the Buffalo Farm.
So I love it. Do you have anything else to say? I know
Man,
you were wanting
and
to-
I don't even know how. You don't take this any particular way, but like, even somebody like you with your vibe and voice, you know, if you're gonna be singing your own songs, don't be afraid to kind of with just based on your voice and playing. Like, you could do a politically leaning song, and that would, with your presentation, I feel like that would blow up. Like, you just kind of have a how it is sounding kind of voice, and you could just, don't be afraid to lean into something. It doesn't have to be politics, but don't be afraid to lean into something like maybe slightly like like a stance on something.
A controversial type of
Yeah.
It
topic.
doesn't have to be just a stance.
Just have an opinion on something.
Because your voice kind of like, you wouldn't want somebody with a certain kind of voice reading the news to you or something. Like those guys have those voices, you know? You kind of have this voice to me that
I don't.
sounds, well, not a newscaster, but you have a voice that just kind of sounds like how it is. Like, this is just how it is.
Very matter
you
of
know?
fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, little bit of advice before you go.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning of the song, you have a tendency, and I think it might be from old habits, of going to the back of your voice on some of the notes you were hitting in the beginning.
I kind of
Might
get
have
more
been-
comfortable
Might have
as
been
we go.
nervous.
Yeah.
Might have been whatever. But when you lean into the nasally, more growly stuff,
That's what I did toward
that's
the
when
end.
your voice is pure. That's when the richness is there. So I want you to lean into that more than the back, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
very forward in your singing. That's where I heard.
I was
you
a
and
little
like,
nervous.
I love it, and that's
yeah,
fine.
In the
That's
beginning,
really good.
But
I even heard it myself. I was
And
like,
that's-
I was singing. I was like, damn, I need
Of
to
course,
get.
and we get nervous
Yeah.
and we want
That
to
never
go like
stops.
this, right? But
Yeah.
what you got to do is you got to get on stage and you got to say, "I'm the baddest motherfucker here." I know you're a Christian, you don't cuss.
Yeah.
I
do a little bit.
Best. I'm the best, right? And guess what? You have to. I'm sorry, you have to think that you're the best, because nobody else in this room is going to think it if you don't. That's the bottom line. This is the best podcast in the world, and guess what?
Hell yeah.
One day people are going to know. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
have to have that mindset. Like, nobody goes on the field on Sundays playing football thinking that they're going to get their ass kicked. Nobody thinks that. They
Like the
all think
Bills.
they're going to go out there.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
No shit.
There's like, I heard something one time that that really resonated with me. This is back when I was an artist, very long time ago. But I think it's true today, as true today as it was back then. But as a vocalist, you should think to yourself, I need 3 voices, and they should all be distinct. And so when you went into that growly thing, I'm glad you brought that up. When you went into that growly thing, I was like, oh, I'm getting ready, because I thought you were going to open that up. I thought you were going to be like, boom, this is like, I thought you were going to that place.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it is a really cool aspect of your voice, but it's also a tool that you're going to have. Like, okay, I have this storyteller voice that's kind of in my mid-range. I have this growly voice. Maybe you have a falsetto that you can tap into one other time. And those are all tools in your toolbox of, okay, does my song have all 3 of my voices in it? And you should be
To try to combine them all into 3 in one song.
now
Yes,
you've
sir.
got dynamics, and dynamics are going to be, number 1, your signature. So like, people are going to be like able to identify you quickly because you have those 3 voices. And number 2, it makes it easier to select melodies, because those are going to be, one part of your voice may be good at singing longer. One part of your voice may be better for singing more
and even
rhythmically.
even chord progressions too. I found
Exactly,
some
yeah.
like most major chords don't really work for my voice. Like, I'm always in a minor key no matter what most of the time.
Crazy.
But
I'm
just
the
sad
complete
boy stuff.
opposite.
Yeah, but just be
Complete
thinking
Big
about
major
that.
key
Like,
guy.
Yeah.
Right here.
yeah, just be thinking like, okay, how can I have 3 distinct voices that are mine, and how can I utilize those to the best of my ability?
I love it. Jordan,
Thank you so much.
You seem like a person that works really hard, and I want to have you back again. Okay? I think you are on your way. I want you to come back, though, in maybe season 2, 2026, and I want you to write a song with some co-writers, and I want you to come back, and I want you to bring your flavor, and I want to hear that song. So let's
Yes,
set
sir.
it up. Let's make it happen.
Thank you,
you
sir.
for coming on the show today.
Appreciate
Give it up for
you.
Jordan
Thank
Salthouse,
you.
everybody.
Let's go.
Great work.
I don't know if we're behind on time. I want to talk to you guys about a songwriting thing. You were in bands. You were attracted to you mentioned there's songwriting and there's song crafting. I think there
Yes.
is a difference. So I was in bands when I was young, many, many years ago, and we liked Fall Out Boy and other bands that were popular. So the lyrics, I used to always joke, like the lyrics don't really have to make sense. They have to make like a good, like,
You have to make feel.
yeah,
Yeah,
or
they
like
have to
just have like a cool, like line by line, like you listen to Fall Out Boy, you're like, oh, that's a cool line. It makes no sense, has nothing to do with the other lines. Then you move to Nashville and you're like, oh, these guys are really like, they're saying something that's been said a million times in a way it's never been said. There's a turn of phrase, there's the whole thing. And then Zach Bryan comes out and all of a sudden like he's in the country world, but he's not doing that.
Yeah.
And there's part of me that's like, I am not the biggest Zach Bryan fan, hot take. Sometimes I'm just like, it's not bad, but when people are obsessed with it, I'm like, I don't know what
That dude can jump a fence, though. Let's
He
be
can
real.
jump a fence.
I
He's
mean,
about that
holy
life. We
shit.
learned that. We learned he's not afraid to throw fists with old football boy. But I do think that while that music is really popular with the next generation that's coming up, like, I personally feel like don't neglect the crafting and be like, oh, that line's really cool. I know it means this. But I do think you're going to have more success if you don't have to explain it quite as much.
For
Do you
sure.
guys feel that way?
For sure.
Yeah,
Hold that thought. Just for
Okay,
time.
yeah.
Hold that thought. Let's answer that question.
Should we
Let's
do
get the next
another one of
person up
these
here.
bad
Oh, yeah.
boys?
Can we get 2 more drinks up here as well, if you don't mind? Chase Williams, come on up here.
Chase Williams. And company.
All right. Sorry. So answer that question about stuff coming back.
Because you're like a commercial songwriter professionally. at this
I
point.
would say like, everybody's like, oh, like, I want to write songs like Ashley Gorley. Oh, when I first moved to town, it was Jeffrey Steele was the guy.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I want to write songs like Jeffrey Steele. Those people are taken.
Yeah.
Those people are already. You're not gonna Ashley Gorley more than Ashley Gorley.
No.
You're not going to Jeffrey Steele more than Jeffrey Steele. So you need to identify what am I bringing? Like, one of the best exercises you can do for yourself, I feel like, is what are the metrics of a great songwriter? What are they? Is it okay? Like, lyric, melody, access, is it hustle? Like all these different things.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the room? I think that's a big piece of this whole thing. Hold on. Sorry a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you bring to the room? Because part of it is identifying and understanding within yourself what you bring to the room. And also as an artist, my biggest piece of advice to all these artists is like, find out when you're songwriting, like what type of formula works the best for you. Like I know I'm a idea guy, I'm a melody guy, but when it comes to like, I know there's better lyricists than me. Like like if I can get a badass producer that has good melodies and a great lyricist, we're gonna write a hit song. Yeah. So what do you bring to the room?
I do feel like I'm kind of a fill in the gaps guy. If I have to, I don't love to, hero write per se, but I can kind of, it's a little tiring because I'll be doing track, lyric, and melody. I would say in an ideal world, like I want to go into a room, I want to help craft the chorus, really lock in on a great chorus lyric, great melody lyric, and then, start working on the track. Thank you very much, sir. And then one of the things I think I do very well is I think I have a really good ear for melody math. So I'm not going to really settle for, oh yeah, that's fine. Like, what if we just add these pickup words and stuff? And it's like, well, hold on. Like, adding those 2 pickup words actually makes the whole verse less catchy because it's connecting the melodies together. And and space is just as much of music as notes are.
Yes.
So if you got
It's a tough lesson to
yeah,
learn.
and so I really try to. My favorite role is to be a refiner. Okay, we need to take a couple of words out here. Okay,
that.
I'm getting bored in second verse. Like, can we take this melody to a different place? And so, yeah, I've evolved into track guy, but fill in the blanks.
Yeah,
or
that's awesome.
fill in the gaps, rather.
I love that. And to answer your question, yes, as far as like the Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers, if they can have a little bit more furniture
Yes.
in the lyrics, for me as a listener, it makes more sense. However, completely disagree with what I said about Chris's song, because when I heard his story, I was like, holy shit, this is badass. Right?
100%.
So it's almost like there's this fine line of like, now you can't get there unless you're a Taylor Swift or a Zach. Like, you can't understand somebody's music unless you have a doc out, right? So like there is that happy medium of like in the beginning giving the listener the furniture that needs to fill in the blanks, because it's just not there.
Yeah, last comment on that would be, it's totally different if you're the artist or if you are the songwriter.
Right.
Because if I'm a songwriter and I'm going to a writer's round and I'm playing kind of a Zach Bryan style song with the intention of getting it cut, I'm probably going to have a hard time in this town.
Yeah, right.
Because like the reality is like artists want to write those songs themselves.
Yes.
And they're not going to, they want to go to you because, you know, if you just go on Wikipedia, look at the hits. How many of them are ballads?
Yeah.
2 out of every 20? 2 out of 20?
Maybe. Yeah.
And so you look at those hits, the artists are coming to you because they want you to help them write a banger, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going into rights and you're like, well, I'm kind of a metaphorical kind of analogy kind of thing, it's like people want those to be, people actually prefer to write those things with either their super close writing partners or by themselves.
Yes,
and so
I would
it's
agree.
going to be hard. You know,
For a songwriter.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
not
that's
going to have
true.
like the same. Yeah, because I do. It's like I didn't really care about lyrics when I moved here, but like I did. It was like leading up. I was like listening to country music, and I'm like, this all makes sense. It's kind of right on the nose, but it's good. Like, and that would always seem like if I wasn't being poetic or beating around the bush, I felt like it was too cheesy. But like, that's what Nashville. But yeah, I think that's a good thing too. If you're just putting out an album of solo songs, you want to just be your expression, then do what you want. If you're trying to like get number ones, like studying the Nashville way is probably like the way to kind of do it. But probably somewhere in between on that. But.
I love it. I love
Cool.
it. All right, Chase Williams, you guys ready? All right. Did I say that right?
That's it.
All righty. All right.
Hell yeah.
Give it up for Chase Williams singing their song Hillbilly Rubik's Cube.
Well, I'm riding so high that I could fly, and I know it's by chance you're passing by, riding down the two-lane street, them rolling wheels are underneath. I'm wondering how in the hell you got in front of me. Well, those beams are a-shining down so bright, and your memory has now become delight. Time has left your side on this muggy, lonesome night. Oh, luck behold, has rode that polecat in a tie. Well, it all seems so complicated when you're looking in so deep. Well, we can sit and count how many ways how one thing is perceived. And solitude is sacred when you think you have to quit. The pieces fall together right where you think that they won't fit. It was always coming down to you or me. I'm swerving 'cause that scent behind you leave. It in the passing lane. The sheriff left unscathed. Wasting time has dug the ditch down to a grave. Well, it all seems so complicated when you're looking in so deep. Well, we can sit and count the many ways how one thing is perceived. And solitude is sacred just when you think you have to quit. Pieces fall together right where you think that they won't fit. Hillbilly Rubik's Cube. Hillbilly Rubik's Cube. Hillbilly Rubik's Cube. Hillbilly Rubik's Cube. Thank y'all.
Chase Williams. Hell yeah. All right, man. What'd you think? Let's just
Man.
check this one out.
I like your voice, man. I like your guys' vibe. I think like I had a hard time following the structure. Like when you guys went into that, it's all so complicated. And then you kind of go into a middle section there. It's like I feel like y'all's structures could use a little bit more cohesiveness. Because I feel like you guys have some of the pieces in the song, but it kind of jumps. Like I had a hard time keeping my place in the song, if that makes sense. And I think like your voice is really cool. Is your guys' intention like, are you guys like artists or songwriters, or what's your kind of goal in town?
A little bit of everything, man. We're recording artists and performing. We go out with a full 6-piece band.
Okay,
So
cool.
it is a little bit different than this, for sure.
Okay, right on.
As far as structure goes, there's usually 6 guys maybe filling in that gap where you're getting lost. Maybe they hold you in place.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of songwriting, I'm like, okay, like I love your guys' vibe, and you guys have like a distinct look and kind of feel, and it's kind of got this like kind of Delta thing. Like Delta sounds cool. Yeah, I think the thing I was like I think as an artist, you can kind of go with the message you want to go with and everything like that. From a songwriting perspective, it's like I wish that chorus melody had repeated sooner. And it's like I wish some of those melodies would have repeated maybe a little bit like more often. I was like, my ear was wanting that a little bit. But, you know, I think your voice is really cool. And, you know, I guess like if I had a piece of advice, it would just be like, every single morning, write a verse and a chorus. Just every single morning, wake up, put pen to paper, write a verse and a chorus. And like maybe it's like, you know, make an exercise with yourself. What's the least amount of words? Can I write a chorus in 25 words? Try that. Like, you know, like, okay,
that's a hillbilly Rubik's Cube right there.
Yeah, that's a hillbilly
Yeah, I was
Rubik's
like,
Cube
that
right
might
there.
be more than I ever used.
See if the pieces will fit.
Yeah, gamify it. Gamify it. Like, come up with exercises. I think it's just like, because you guys have a good vibe and a good like kind of like your harmonies are really like you kind of have that family harmony thing going on.
You
We're
did
brothers.
catch us on a good day. This is my brother.
I'm
We're
Trent
getting along
Williams,
today.
by the way.
Hell yeah.
Right
No,
on.
I think
Brothers forever.
yeah, you guys have a great foundation, and it says that you operate a cattle farm. Is that true?
We do, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
very
is also a music venue. So,
Hell yeah.
God,
No
way.
kidding.
so
That's
we're kind of
crazy.
burning the candle at all ends.
I love that,
We
man.
actually run another band too,
No
which it's all
way.
the same guys, but the band's called Saddle.
Okay.
Right
on.
What kind of music is that?
It's kind of alternative country, a little more like psychedelic rock or something like
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Nice.
So
nice.
we kind of been honing in our songwriting on that for a long time, and then it was probably within like the recent couple of years, I started having kids and
yeah.
kind of had a little time to myself. So that's when I started kind of writing this solo.
I love it.
How
man.
many songs do you
Stuff.
write like a month, would you say?
It's hard to say, man. I'm always writing because life's always happening, you know.
Okay.
So
I would say for me,
I
like,
flow with it.
sorry to cut you off. I'd
You're
say
all
like
good.
2 at least.
Two
You
a
know,
month?
at least.
Yeah, I think like that's the thing where I'm like, I think like, would you say like, do you have like would you say for you, for both of you, you're writing about 2 a month, or would you say it's like, would you say you're writing more than that, or?
I don't really have a number on it.
Okay, I would say like, see if you can write like, okay, take the weekends off maybe. See if you can write in a month, what's that, 20 songs. And they don't even have to be complete. Just verse, chorus. Verse, chorus. There was an experiment done in I think it's Berkeley, but basically they basically had half of the class focus on one song for the semester, and they had half the class focus on writing as many songs as they could for the entire semester. And the people that wrote as many songs as they could had much better songs than the people that were just writing one song a month. And I think for you guys, it's like your vibe is great. I just think you need reps. Like you just need some just write as much as possible.
Rep.
Just get some reps.
I think your harmonies are fucking incredible. Like
very
Your
cool.
voices together.
Thank y'all
it's
so much,
cool.
man.
No, I mean that. And you're playing your guitar, playing your solos. I think you're one song away. I don't know if that was the song. I love that song though too. Like I like.
Well, we got a bunch of
the
other ones.
sentiment of what you were saying.
I mean, if you want us to keep playing,
there's the great quote. I think it's Steve Jobs. He says you can't connect the dots moving forward, only back. And so I kind of got that from your song a little bit. It's like you can't figure it out until the pieces fall into place, right? So I did love that. And I think you guys are one song away from people being like, holy shit, have you heard of them? Like that's what it's all about. Everything is there. Literally everything's there. The foundation is there. You just need that one song. And that's a good problem to have.
that breakout
That's-
song,
thanks,
right?
Yeah, but that's a really good problem.
Come on.
It's not like like I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh man, your voice is a little pitchy, or your guitar playing could use work. Or, no. All that was there. I think you're one hit song away from people being truly, truly like, holy shit, have you heard of these guys?
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Right
man.
on.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that's good news. So
your voice, like immediately, I'm like, I haven't heard that voice. So it's like, that's the hardest. That's one of the hardest things. As a producer, you have no idea. Like, I will meet these people that will come in, and I am like, this voice is the best voice, one of the best voices I've ever heard. And then you put it on a mic, and it's like, it's just like maybe it's not the right mic for that person. You can't, and it doesn't sit in a mix or
That's a
something
real
like.
thing.
And that sounds like weird.
This mic's only
but, like,
$10,000. Let me try the.
Or it's like, or like, you know, maybe it does, or maybe somebody like your voice, like when you're singing on the mic, I'm like, it just has a sonic quality that's like, it just feels like it's in a movie or something.
For
it feels
sure.
like it's in a soundtrack or something.
One more piece of advice that I want to give you guys too. When you're recording your music, I haven't listened to anything yet, but when you're recording your music, make sure like sing into these mics. Like keep it really stripped down. Like the way that you guys play just now, like even when you're doing shit on social media and showing people, do this. What you just did is what people want to hear. Do not put any fucking glitter or anything on it. It needs to be raw. It needs to be real. And because, like you said, it's that. What is this? SM58.
58.
Record into these.
Reliable.
You can't beat
like,
a.
seriously. Like, don't record into a nice ass mic. Record into this shit. This is what people want to hear. You guys sounded fucking awesome. And I think once that song's there, it's gonna be it. So
Cool, man.
Maybe you need to write me one, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, come on. You write it, I'll sing it. I got the voice.
you might have some.
I thought you might have liked that one pretty well, too. You know, I didn't really get into the context of that song. But
what is the song about? What's the song about?
We did write that on a long drive back from Michigan one night.
Oh,
and
right
that's how that song came into fruition.
Oh, man.
But,
What happened on the long drive back? Was there anything crazy that happened?
Yeah, you know, we hit a skunk.
The worst. Nothing worse than that.
But, you know, other significant moments along the way.
By skunk,
We're ahead, you know.
I want to have you guys back again, and I want to hear that hit
cool.
song.
That'd be
so
sweet.
let's do season 2.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys back. Give it up for Chase
Thanks,
Williams,
guys.
everybody. Absolutely.
Good job, boys.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So let's get the next name up here. Caroline Wood, come on up here. Caroline, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, everybody give it up for Caroline Wood singing her song, Going Your Way.
Okay.
It almost feels like a dream that a boy like you can love a girl like me. Am I going crazy? Or maybe I'm still sleeping. You target me from across the room. You had every girl in town surrounding you. You thought I was perfect in my tie-dye shirt, and so I said, take me where no one will find us, chasing sunsets, leaving clouds of dust, guitar hanging off your back. Ain't nobody's ever loved me like that. Butterflies just sitting in my stomach. Your green eyes leave a girl speechless. What did I do? What did I say to have you walk into my life that way? And no matter where you go, I'm going your way. I don't know what I could do to find someone just like you. It's like a fairy tale, 'cause it doesn't feel real. You had a laugh that echoed through the room. I couldn't believe you would think I'm funny too, but here we are, chasing stars, yeah. Take me where no one will find us, chasing sunsets, leaving clouds of dust, guitar hanging off your back. Ain't nobody's ever loved me like that. Butterflies just sitting I'm going your way.
All right, Caroline Wood, everybody. Hell yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Very cool. Do
Yeah.
you still live there? Or do you live here now?
No, I live right now. I'm going to school at A&M University. So I live in College Station, but
Nice.
I
What's
live
it
in
like-
Texas.
What's it like going to school at A&M? Is it pretty fun?
I mean, it's something. It's big.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
Really big.
What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Awesome. Are you singing around campus at all? Are you playing around?
No, not yet. That's
Okay.
the hope. My first time I'd ever sing on stage was at the local in June at a writer's round.
Is that the
Oh,
one
nice.
right? Like
Yeah.
the Parthenon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
And the McDonald's?
So you're new to performing. And
Yeah. Yeah, very. Like,
I'm
super
actually
new.
very impressed. Give it
Yeah,
up.
very.
Give it up.
Great song.
So how many times would you say you've performed live?
I would say, let's see, doing the math, maybe like 6 or 7. Like this
Oh,
was probably
wow.
my 6th
Okay.
or 7th.
Very
Yeah.
impressive.
Very cool.
So-
Very
Great
cool.
start.
Yeah.
Like you said to the last artist, to Chase, I have never heard your voice before. And
Okay.
as a female, that is really, really cool and special because I have heard a lot of females come up and they sing and I'm like, oh, you sound like so and so, or you sound like you, and that is so awesome. You have your own sound. Tell us a little bit about that song. Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's out. I wrote it my senior year of high school, so it's been a while. But
By yourself?
yeah. I just co-wrote. I guess wrote with other people for the first time my last trip to Nashville, so which was like
That's
2
awesome.
weeks ago. So I never written with anyone else before.
Okay.
So yeah, but I just was. It's just kind of a song about what love looks like, the story of love, like the highs and lows and how beautiful it is. And I wanted to like encapsulate this picture of just when people sing it, like girls my age, like singing in their car with their windows down, just feeling it, like this like story and feeling like they're living the story in the song. So yeah.
I was getting passenger princess vibes.
That's what I saw in my head. So
There we go.
I mean,
Perfect.
Also, you're I see here you're 6 feet tall.
yeah,
That's
I am.
awesome.
With
That
yeah.
also separates you. So
Yeah.
So I'm looking. Just so you know, like when people come up here, I'm like, all right, what is gonna make them different from everybody else? Like we have a Lainey Wilson, we have a Megan Maroney, we have all these an Ella, right? Like girls are crushing it right now in country music.
Yep.
Like what's gonna make somebody different? Caroline Wood is 6 feet tall. She's got a unique voice that's only sounds like her. And my only advice to you is, I think you're one song away. I don't know if that was the song. There were just as a songwriter, you said you rhymed way and way, which is my biggest pet peeve. I don't like that as a listener. As a songwriter, I try not to do that. And then you said in your stomach. What was the line about the stomach? The
Butterflies.
butterflies in your stomach. Okay, and then you rhymed it with speechless. I would love like butterflies in my stomach, and even if it was like dumb luck, or like even if it was like like with my thumb, I don't know, just something more around the stomach.
It's crazy you just rhymed that many things with stomach off of. I was like literally. over,
I know
like,
it's a
what
tough.
rhymes?
I know it's a
Bars.
tough.
Big
rhyme.
songwriter
I know
guy.
it's a tough rhyme.
No,
though,
that was
but like
impressive.
stomach, like an ick rhyme or
Dumb luck. You know?
something that was a little closer. I think speechless was just a little far for me. But I loved the verses and I loved your melodies, and I think you are like such a star. I mean this. Like I don't know if that was a song, but like you're a star, and I hope you know it. You just need the song. You really are. I mean,
Thank you.
100%. What do you think, man?
Maybe after your 10th song, since you've only written.
No, and by the
so,
way,
yeah.
this is your 6th time
Oh, yeah.
performing. You wrote the song by yourself when you were a senior in high school. Like your ceiling is as tall as you
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
ceiling is so high.
I've written so many. I've probably written like over 100 songs since then.
Okay.
I write
Oh,
all the
amazing.
time. It's
And
like
I'm-
all I do.
And I'm
So,
excited. And I'm
yeah.
excited to hear them. I really am. I
Yeah.
think you're on your way.
Yeah, you have a very like darling personality. I was not expecting like the song that you sang.
Really?
So like I had to like readjust for a moment. I was like, I thought you were gonna be kind of like killing the boys kind of vibe, you know? Like, I thought you were going to be like, but it was like very sweet. It had a young energy to it. And you are young, you're in school. So I think that that's like, what I would say that I really liked about the song that I think has been missing tonight. And I think like I'm very, if you wrote that song, you know, when you were in high school, I'm very curious to see where your writing has come, because the thing that I really liked about that song is you had so many nouns. And as a songwriter, I'm sure you guys can attest to this, nouns are the hardest and the hittiest. It's so hard. It's so easy to say, you broke my heart, but it's so hard to say, you left my house with you left your house with all my dresser drawers empty. You know? Like, that is, I mean, I'm spitballing, but like, again, like, I'm not sure if that's the exact song, but there were so many pictures in the song. And whenever I write with Craig Wiseman,
Okay.
if I'm writing, like, I'll throw out like a banger metaphor, and he's like, I don't want no metaphors, I want nouns. He's like, give me some nouns.
Yeah,
That's
And
crazy.
he will lay into you. He wants nouns. And it's because poetry is poetry and songs are songs. And when you hear a noun and it's going, like when you are listening to a song, it's happening in real time. You're not thinking about the last line, you're thinking about the line right now.
True.
And that song that you sang, I don't know that you could have written it like better or whatever. I just think like the concept and the direction of it was limited. But I think if you really had like just the right title, the right song, it's like I really feel like you could write the hell out of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
No,
because
I
like
agree.
You know, it's like I think it's just like
No, she's a songwriter.
that song is just like you wrote the song that song is. But like if you had, you know, the right title and the right twist on it, like I think
You
sky's
mentioned
limit.
earlier, like, hey, I wish there was more furniture in this song. Like,
That song had the furniture.
had the furniture, right?
furniture.
And so it was all the furniture, and I was just wanting maybe a little less and a little bit more of the story. So it's hard, man. It's hard to find the right combination. I really think you would be a massive, massive hit songwriter at the least. And I think you need to write with other people. You have to. And by the way, your voice is unbelievable, but you have to write with other people, because what they're going to do, and I compliment songwriters all the time, I call them word assassins. They will take that song that you just wrote, but they'll cut out the bullshit. They'll cut out the stuff that you don't need in there, that you think you need in there, but they're so good at what they do that they just go in there and they chop it up. They're assassins. They're word. I don't even know what you guys do. It's crazy. And I'm a songwriter too, but like I'm an artist, you know, and I go in with these grandiose ideas. I write songs like you just did. But what I do when I go into a songwriter room is I bring that idea. I bring what you just brought, and they just chop it up. That's it. And that's why you're good at what you do.
I mean, if I think thank you for that. But also, like if I was gonna give an exercise specifically catered to you, it's like I just feel like I could go I could pull out my titles right now and I could give you one and you could write it. And what I think what you need is just sit down. And instead of like one of those days that you're not writing songs, or that one of those days that you're writing songs, write down 50 titles, pick the best 10, and write down the line before the tag. So if you've got your tag, then you're just figuring out what's the best way that I can tag this line and get those two lines. You have your setup, you got your tag. Because your songwriting ability, I feel like it's just like, okay, nouns are the hardest part. It's just like, can you string together? And here's where, like, I know you were saying like, oh, like I wanted more of the story. It was like, well, I feel like if you had the tag, that kind of writes itself. The hardest thing is like, it's like, do you have a strong enough tag to where it's obvious what's supposed to happen? You know?
Yeah. What are some random, but like, what are some things that you're going through in college right now? Like, what are some things that you see? Maybe if you're not going through them, are you in a sorority or anything like that?
I'm in an org.
What is that?
It's like orgs are bigger at A&M than sororities, but they're basically like off-brand sororities.
Is it
but it's
organization? Is that what it's short
yeah,
for?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I should have said that. You're like, org, what's
No,
that?
you know
That's
this,
kind of weird.
Okay. It's
yeah.
either organization or orgy.
I've
I don't
heard
know.
of .org. Is that?
Sorry.
I've heard of .org websites.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, so you're in an org, not an orge. She's
I
in
thought
an
you
org.
said orc like the bad guys in Lord of the Rings.
So what are some,
Organization.
what are some things girls in your org are going through? Maybe.
That's I
I'm
guess
sure there's no
You don't
drama.
need to- you don't need
Heartbreak.
to call them out.
drama,
No
anxiety,
way. No way.
stress. Yes.
Okay.
Late night studying.
Okay. All those things you just said, I want you to go and write those songs. Like, and specifically, do not say their names. Write the song for that girl. Because I promise you, what that girl's going through is what every college girl's going through right now. So write the song about the girl going through a hard time with a heartbreak with a boy. Write the song about a girl with anxiety. Write the song about the girl that's stressing about her schoolwork. Write a song about the girl that, is in love. Like, write those songs for those girls and put them in your head as like, hey, this is a song for Callie. This is a song for Emma. This is whatever. Do that. That's my
That's
advice
great.
for you.
Yeah, that's
afraid
awesome.
Don't be afraid to go on your TikTok and say,
'Cause she can do it.
and just say, hey, as you're posting for your other songs, just say, hey, tell me what you're going through, and maybe I'll write a song about it. Get ideas, because
thought about
I just
that.
feel like you have such a don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like just the energy that I've received is like you kind of have a big sister kind of thing a little bit, like you could or this girl that like girls want to be friends with, and like that is something that I think you could lean into your brand, and it's like, okay,
Who's the other? There's another tall blonde who girls all want to be friends with. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, okay.
It worked out pretty well for her.
If Taylor Swift, okay, I know he said you don't sound like anybody. I thought you did kind of sound a little bit like somebody, and she's like, you have like just a hair of like you're almost like a country Ellie Goulding kind of, like your voice has like a really cool tone that I'm like,
pull.
I was like, what is that? And like
it sparkles. It sparkles, but it's soft.
sparkles. Yeah, but it's like
It's smooth, but you
It's-
have like a rasp to it. Too, like,
yeah, it's just smooth, but it has this uniqueness about it, and I'm like, wow, country's never had that. That's cool. That's
No,
cool.
I
compliment.
want to have you back. I want the song to be there. I want you to come back with a song that you think of all those girls, write about 5 girls in your org, the best one that you think is the best one, that everybody thinks is the best one. Bring that back. We're going to have you back and do it again.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do it.
Excited.
Thank you so
for
much
having
for coming
me.
out here.
Thank
Driving
you.
the drive.
Great work.
Give it up for Caroline Wood, everybody.
six time performing is crazy. So
That's
I know
unreal.
you got a
Yeah,
seasoned
insane.
vet with you too.
Six
so
time I
good job,
performed,
bro.
I probably got booed off stage, honestly.
My 6th time.
It was
yeah.
definitely at the Commodore,
terrible.
dude. It was definitely like we talked about that
Commodore
earlier.
Grill.
The Commodore. Back
Oh,
in
yeah.
the day.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a spot. I don't know if it's. I think they're still doing.
I remember
stuff,
I
but-
showed up into town, and it was her name like Deborah, the lady that wrote it.
Yeah.
And Deborah, I was
Debbie's
like,
a legend.
I walked in there, I thought I was like the hottest thing. I was like, I want to play tonight, and
And
she's
she
like,
goes, "You ain't shit.
yeah, she's
Go
like,
ahead and wait your turn."
we've got a slot at 11 p.m. I was like, well, can I go on like before that? No, you're on at 11, and I
You
waited
can't go
there.
on until that's
God
done.
damn.
Let's get the next name out. Debbie.
All right, Faithless Town.
Faithless Town. Come on
Faithless
up here.
Town.
Faithless Town, come
right.
on down.
Oh man. So I got a controversial question for you.
All right.
So you've written songs for Morgan Wallen, Hardy, Julia Cole,
I got
Kylie Morgan.
maybe Teddy Swims is on there.
Teddy
too.
Swims?
Teddy Swims
I
or
didn't get that.
Luke
Who-
Bryan.
Oh shit.
I need to update my bio.
you gotta
I think.
update your bio, bro.
I'm sorry about that.
Damn, you've written songs for tons of people.
and
you got
Quavo.
you got some. Yeah, Quavo. I did see that actually. Okay, so tell me about like what makes these artists obviously like you hope that your song gets cut, and you're willing to have it in the beginning. You're like, oh man, this song, like anybody that cuts it. What makes an artist stand out to you as a songwriter? Like you write with everybody, you see them in the studio, you produce their music, you have them singing to your mic. What separates like the good artist from the great artist?
Oh man. I have an answer I want to say, but I don't think I should.
Say it. Why not?
All right, I have a theory that I think these artists, like artists that are really successful, kind of have something about them that, you ever see the Jordan documentary that came out during COVID?
Yeah.
And he's just like locked in the moment. He's just like, everybody's shooting half-court shots, and he's not even paying attention, and they're like, hey, you shoot one. He grabs it, and he shoots it, and goes in, and he's like not even thinking about it. I feel like a lot of artists that really have whatever that is are just locked into being a persona, and they're not afraid to lean into that. And that's one quality. The other quality that I think a lot of successful artists have is they do keep the listener in mind, and they're hyper aware of like who they are and what they're trying to do, and they have a level of separation from the art in themselves. And if you are, life is a series of roles that you play. Sometimes you're playing yourself as the brother or the son or the friend, or sometimes you're a groomsman or whatever. And the more important the role is to you, the more painful it becomes. And that in art is super evident, and it's very, very difficult to separate yourself from the art. And the people that get really, really tied up in the art as a representation of themselves, I think have a harder time making objective choices. And one thing that I've noticed about successful artists is they have a healthy separation. They're able to objectively say, like, I'm this artist, but I'm also kind of like, I am who I am aside from this, and like, oh yeah, I think people will like that. I think that this would, like, oh, this could mean this or this or this. And it's not so much a reflection of who, it's not about them as much. And that can be really, really valuable, because how often as writers, like, I was an artist, and it was like, is this really me? Is this me? And that kind of thing. And like sometimes it's like, no, it's about the music. It's not about you. You're the vessel that's delivering the music. And those people are like, I'm occupying the vessel of Luke Bryan delivering a song. I'm occupying the vessel of Teddy Swims delivering a song, and I have been given gifts, and I'm occupying those gifts rather than being overly precious about a perfect representation of who you are at that time, because we're changing all the time.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I've never heard anybody say life is a series of roles that you play. That's fucking cool, bro. Because right now I'm a dad. That's my favorite role, of all the roles I've ever had. I'm a dad, and so I'm trying to figure out, how do I connect my music with this stage that I'm in life. And so all I know how to do is go back to like what the greatest country music artist that I look up to and respect ever did, is they just wrote the truth. They just wrote where they're at, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where I am right now. And it's like the most freeing, because I don't really give a shit, like success and all that stuff. I'm just like, I'm so proud to be a dad. I want my kids to like see me on stage and be like, that's my dad, right? Like that's cooler than anything. And so that's great advice you gave. Like, just be very present in where you're at, and don't try to do what you think is popular at the time. Like, do what you think is the best for you, but also what's popular at the time. Like,
know that you're gonna grow out of it.
Of course.
There's
stages.
Know that you're like, wow, this is exactly where I'm at right now, and just know that like you're gonna be singing that song 5 years from now, and you're gonna be a completely different person, and that's okay too.
I love it. Well, Miss Raya, we have a show regular. Okay, if you crush it on the show, you make the A-list. But if you really crush it, you become a regular. Raya is a regular, and
it's good to be back, y'all.
It's good.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. I didn't know you were in a duo.
Y'all, check this out.
We actually have a band.
I swear,
She's in the band.
That's crazy. Yeah. So it's a band.
Gene's incredible. Yeah. He's got amazing songs.
Well, give it up for Faithless Town singing their song "Bride."
Wish I could stay here with you, darling. I wish I never had to leave. You and I so happy here together. I'll never want to wake up from this dream. So tell me we belong together, and I'll be right by your side. Nothing will ever come between us, so say that you'll be my bride. Spent my whole life looking for you. I spent some time just looking for myself. Now that I have finally found you, I want you and nobody else. So tell me we belong together, and I'll be right by your side. Nothing will ever come between us, so say that you'll be my bride.
And if the world gets in our way, let love and trust be our refrain
till a dying day. Tell me we belong together, and I'll be right by your side. Nothing will ever come between us, so say that you'll be my bride. So tell me we belong together, and I'll be right by your side. Nothing will ever come between us, so say that you'll be my bride. Hey!
All right, what's your name, bro?
I'm Gene.
Gene, nice to
Yes,
meet
sir.
you. You can take the mic off if you want. Make it easier.
Okay.
There
Let's
you
go
go.
casual. Yeah, because I actually thought this was Kill Tony, so I prepared a whole stand-up routine.
Oh,
And
damn
then I got
it,
here and I
dude.
was like, this isn't comedy at all.
Did you prepare a stand-up scene?
Yeah, and then I realized what the nature of this
Let's
is.
do it. Let's hear it. I'll give you a minute.
It's going to get you canceled, bro.
I'll get-
It's
no.
going to get you. The first thing's going to get
All
canceled.
right, hold on. Let's do it like Kill Tony. I'll give you 1 minute, and then you're
Oh,
gonna hear
God.
the
I didn't do a
meow,
type
and then
one.
you're gonna hear-
I don't have a type one.
Type one.
All right,
Okay.
ready? Hold on 1 second. Let me set my timer.
I'm gonna get you canceled
Ready?
on YouTube.
And go.
All right. So, I like to think I'm a smart person, right? Right. You know, yeah, right. A lot of anybody you think they're like smart, you don't think you're dumb, right? You think you're an intelligent person. But I'm afraid to actually like take an IQ test. I've never taken an IQ test because I'm worried that the results would come back that I'm actually legally retarded. And as disappointing as that would be for me, it would really suck for my wife because it means this whole time she's been sleeping with a retard. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Was that off the cuff?
You still have 30. You still have.
I was just joking, by the way. I was not. I did not do like a stand-up.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
They just cut your YouTube feed for I used the hard R on that.
He edits all of it, so he'll decide.
Good job, man. Hey, that was on the cuff.
That was great.
Holy shit! At least you didn't have to get the West Hollywood Bear out.
Yeah.
I have cancellation
It's not
insurance,
too late.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell us about that song. Tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
Yeah, man. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hey.
Yins.
Yes, Iron City. And I've spent most of my life in Atlanta or Los Angeles. And I just moved to Nashville in March.
Nice.
Yeah, and Ryan and I just started playing together like in April.
You can tell them how we met.
Very cool.
Yeah,
How'd
we
you guys
actually
meet?
we met on Craigslist, but not in a creepy way. All you weirdos out there. And but I was looking for somebody to do backgrounds for a festival show, and guess who? It was a comedy and musical festival. Sam Tripoli, who was actually been a regular on Kill Tony, he was like the headliner for the comedy.
That's crazy.
And we were the headliner for the music acts.
Let's go.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Right on. Very cool. Very cool. So what kind of genre would you say you are? Because I was getting like different types, and obviously it's kind of hard to hear acoustic, but as far as like your stuff that's out, your music, what kind of genre would you say you are?
I would say that we're rock, really, is the overall genre. A little alt country pop, but it's very eclectic, and I draw from a lot of, like that song in particular is kind of very Lumineers-esque, Edward Sharpe, but that's like the only song we have that's really like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I asked her, like, what song should we do? And she was like, do Bride. A lot of people play sad songs. It'll be better if we do a
Nice.
song that's not so
Inside
sad.
scoop over there.
That's exactly how she sounds too.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you, man. What you're married? You said?
Yeah. So that song I wrote as I was getting ready to propose to my wife. I didn't have like that last line, and she actually, I'm writing this song, and she goes, bride would rhyme with side, and that's how I kind of knew, like, yeah, I definitely gotta propose now.
Yeah, you have to.
But yeah, so it worked. I finished the song, I proposed, and she said yes, and now we're about to celebrate 4 years of marriage.
Very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. And
Love
we
is
just had a
real.
baby boy.
Nice.
Hey.
3 weeks ago, man.
3 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Wow, you don't even have bags under your eye. You don't have any bags. Did
It's
you wear
just tons
did
of
Ryan
makeup.
give you some makeup? I was gonna say.
A lot of makeup, a lot of foundation, frankly. Incredible foundation.
You do a little Trump impression.
Just a little bit, not a huge amount, just frankly a little.
It's perfect.
Give us some more Trump. If Trump was here, what would he say about your performance?
Frankly, I thought it was great. Really incredible. I like the YMCA Village People. It really gets people moving. I thought the whistling was great. I thought, Rye was incredible singing those harmonies. And I'd love to have you do it at the White House or maybe at an ICE detention center.
It was a lot better than Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe would have fallen asleep there.
If Joe Biden was on the stage, he would have fallen asleep. A lot of good people in the crowd. A lot of
great people.
A lot of good people out in the crowd, by the way. You guys have been crushing it all night. Putting up with our bullshit.
Except for that guy right there. You might be in an illegal. Right there. I see you hiding underneath that hat, frankly. It's all right.
Holy shit.
Is that why you moved from LA? That didn't fly.
Oh, it was COVID sent me packing from LA, man.
That'll do it.
I was going to get arrested if I stayed there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bartender, can we get one more round up here? We have mostly ice on the stage. You see what I did there?
I did see what you did.
Oh, nice. Callback.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, this guy has comedy training too. All right, respect. And I thought that was a MAGA hat you were wearing.
It's not. No, it's my own hat, but it happened to be red, so I'm not gonna put it forward.
I wouldn't judge you either way.
I don't like to wear my own merch, but it's red, and I needed a red hat tonight, and so
It's a pretty good hat.
it's a good hat. But
Yeah,
I
it's a
I saw
hat.
somebody
You can
wearing
buy
their
your
own
Austin merch.
Yeah, if you want to get some Austin Burke merch, you can get one.
Pretty
It's a
sick.
good hat. I just don't like wearing my own merch. I just needed a red hat. Anyways, let's get back to the music. So tell us a little bit. So you just had a son. What's your son's name?
Holden.
Holden. Nice. What's kind of next for you? Like, you got some music out. You got a lot of music out.
We got a lot of music out. Yeah,
Nice.
we got at least 3 full-length albums, a bunch of EPs. Put out 4 singles last year, and in the middle of doing a song right now with Greg Camp from Smash Mouth.
Yeah, okay.
They had a couple hits. So Greg was their guitar player, and he wrote like all the songs basically. Like, he even wrote, I think, the vocal melodies and lyrics and everything. But he wrote, All Star and Walking on the Sun. And so Greg's produced. He lives in Nashville now, and we had a mutual friend. And so I wrote this new song actually right before my baby came, and it's all about like what kind of world. The first line of the song is, "Dear son, what kind of world are we bringing you into?" Because the world seems like a crazy place a lot of the time. And so I wrote the song kind of to address him and like, this is the wild world we're bringing you into, but we're gonna take care of you and everything's gonna be okay. Send it to Greg. He dug it. We went out for breakfast, and he's producing it. So hopefully I'll have that out soon.
That's awesome, man. Very cool. What do you have to say?
I think like the main. I like your guys together. I like you. I love your aesthetic. I think like your aesthetic, you have a great like look about you. For like, I think like if you guys matched up like that kind of thing, like match your aesthetic together as artists, that'd be great. And then also, I think when you were talking about like, hey, we're kind of over here and we're over here and a little bit over here, I think like it is one of my main co-writing partners is a man named Bob DiPiero. Love him. He's like a mentor to me. And he was talking to me one day about Kenny Chesney. And he said, he's like, we were writing together, writing for Kenny a whole bunch and blah, blah, blah. And Kenny was kind of over here and over here and over here. And the second he picked a lane, boom, it just exploded for him. And he just picked that lane and found it. And for you guys, I think like that could be helpful for sure. Where you're like, okay, like thinking about like the setting of where, I asked another artist, like where, like what playlists do you see yourself on? Mm-hmm. And I think like that is a big people. The reality is that listeners, my favorite thing is to talk to people who are just fans and just see how do they talk about music. And the reality is like, they probably will know who you are plus one sentence. They're like, oh, this is Meg Maroney. She used to date Morgan Wallen, and she like has a song about it.
Yeah, and she still has his
like
his jersey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and so
what are you passionate about?
Yeah.
Oh, what am I passionate about?
Yeah, you.
Oh man, I'm passionate about so many things. I'm passionate about individual liberty. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about artistic freedom. I'm passionate about the Constitution.
Okay. Not a lot of good Constitution songs out there, So
Could be well, believe it or not, we actually have a song that's banned from YouTube. I have a music video that's banned from YouTube.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's called "Do Not Comply."
Okay,
and
I can see that.
I put it out during the COVID years, and it is banned. It's one of the few music videos you could have a WAP or whatever that Nicki Minaj song is, right? You could have that. You can have Childish Gambino where he like mows down an entire choir of, a church choir with a machine gun. You can have the Lil Nas X banging Satan. But this song, because we called out Big Pharma, totally canceled, banned from YouTube. If you try, I've had friends try to upload it, it automatically puts a strike on their account and pulls the video down. So I'm passionate about a lot of social issues like that,
Wow. Holy shit. Maybe Trump can pardon it for you.
Yeah.
The
music video?
I need to reach out to him.
He might do it.
So first, do the J6ers, then we're going to go after Faithless Town song, Do Not Comply, YouTube.
So
Bring it back.
you're passionate about you're passionate about a lot of things. I would say I agree with you. Get in your lane and stick to it and write songs that are in that lane. And,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
you're a passionate guy. Like, you're funny. You mentioned earlier, like, when he says things, it's like matter of fact, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have that. And so I would say write songs that you're passionate about, that you believe in, and that, because I guarantee you there's a lot of people that have those same beliefs as well. So stick to that. And obviously that song's really cool about your wife, and I think I need to hear like the full production of it for sure. But as an artist, just as a group, as a band, I really want to hear kind of what you're passionate about and believe go all in on that. So I agree with you.
Dig it.
Yeah.
And if you were asking like musically what you're passionate about, I totally misunderstood that. And I was going,
No.
okay, so did I get it right?
What you're
Okay.
passionate about in life.
Groovy,
Yeah.
groovy.
Well, I mean, if you're passionate
And by
about
the way,
And I'm passionate about my family and my wife. So.
yeah,
I'm sure.
good way to add that in there.
Whew, there,
To be
save the
clear,
marriage.
also a fan of his wife. Just looking at
Please.
the camera.
Yeah, edit
I mean,
that and
you're
put that at the
funny
beginning
too,
of my
man.
interview.
Like, honestly,
You are funny. I like
you
you.
are pretty funny. I mean, like, that's if you're passionate about politics and comedy and that kind of thing, like, that is an absolute lane. Like, you could literally do that. Like, there's nothing holding you back from, like you're very off the cuff. There's nothing holding you back from kind of having an ironic tone in music and that kind of thing too. If that's so what you wanted to choose, I mean, but I think Elaine it's hard for me to be like, oh, you should focus on this, because it does feel like there's a lot of influence. And so I'm like, I don't know what specific playlist I would hear this on yet. Like, where it's just like, if it was more in a solid genre, then it's like I would know, like, oh, that would be heard on this playlist or this playlist or this playlist. But that's coming from kind of.
And maybe you need to make your own playlist too. You know what I mean?
There we
so
go.
it's like that's another thing. But man, good to see you back, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
It's great.
Absolutely. And nice to meet you as well, man.
Pleasure.
Yeah, excited
Pleasure to
hear
meet
more
you.
stuff. Give it up for Faithless Town, everybody. Come on.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
Wow. Oh, plugged in. And dude, it happens
You're
all
good.
the time. All of the time. Thanks, Ryan.
Dalton Moses.
Dalton!
Yeah.
It's time.
In the red corner.
Let's go. All right, well, we've gone a little longer, so I got to take a piss. But I want you to tell the story about how you got your first publishing deal.
All right. First publishing deal was tricky. I came down to town at the ripe young age of 18, and I knew absolutely nobody.
18. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I had a suitcase full of clothes, a near totaled car, and a guitar.
There you go.
And basically, I just started playing open mic nights, and I wasn't even aware of what a publishing deal was. And when somebody told me, I was like, well, it seems like the logical first step. Mm-hmm. And so basically, I was like listening to some goals program, and they're like, and the guy was like, if you just determine what the price of your goal is and then you pay that price, then you'll achieve it.
What a great way to say that.
At the time, I mean, I had no other direction, so I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I was like, if I play 100 shows in a year, then I think I'll get a publishing deal. And I had played about 90 shows. And I remember I was sitting at a stoplight. I would play a show and I would book 2 more shows at the show. I wouldn't leave until I'd booked 2 more shows.
Nice.
And I was also working. I would work at Starbucks in the morning. I had a serving job at night. So I was working 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I was absolutely burnt out.
I can imagine.
And on the
best secret drink at Starbucks. Give it real quick.
Oh man, God, I haven't worked there in 15 years, but
I'm writing this down.
There's a drink that tastes exactly like Captain Crunch. I believe it has toffee nut in it. Just ask them to make you the Captain Crunch drink.
Okay.
And hopefully they know about it.
Okay,
you could
sorry.
probably look it up, but there's one. It tastes exactly like coffee, Captain Crunch.
Okay, so you were exhausted, and then what?
And I remember like 90th show, like really close to quitting, really close to giving up. And then I met that bandmate, and I had written all these songs, and I was getting pretty tight too, because I would go busk on Broadway, I would busk at Centennial Park. So I was learning like, okay, this is how you capture people's attention that are just walking by, which if you want to learn how to get people's attention, like just busk. Absolutely. Because they're just going to walk by if it's not something. So met this guy, and he was a rapper, and I was like, man, just write some verses to this and come like play this show with me. And there was a girl at the show, and she was like an A&R, and I was chatting with her, and she's like, oh, I really, really got to go. I got to go to this other thing. I was like, just stay for like one of our songs. Like, I think you would really like it. And so she stayed for the show, and we played, and you know, it was like a singer and a rapper. No one had really heard that.
Yeah.
And so we met with them, and she introduced us to her boss at the time. We ended up signing with Young Guns. That was our first publishing deal. We were there for many years, and then, you know.
Is that Colt Ford?
I don't know who's there now.
Yeah.
Will Hamrick, I think, is the head of it.
Okay.
There's Ben Stennis is there.
Yeah.
I worked there with like Michael Wilshire when he was there. But yeah,
And where are you at now?
I just signed with Electric Feel and Turntable.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love it. Give it up for Dalton Moses singing his song Night Like This.
Let's go.
I got something a little stronger. It's gonna lighten up the mood. Have us tearing t-shirts and tugging at them jeans. So what you say? Do away with the space that's in between. We can sit and sip this Tennessee moonshine, chasing down the moonlight. I can taste the liquor on your lips. We can hope and pray that it rains. We can give these old clothes a smell. 'Cause baby, we've been waiting for a night like this. We can ask the stars to close their eyes, 'cause they don't need to see what I had in mind. We can sit and sip this Tennessee moonshine till we're out of moonlight. I can taste the liquor on your lips. We can hope and pray that it rains. We can give these old clothes a smell. 'Cause baby, we've been waiting for a night like this. And baby,
Dalton Moses, everybody.
Hell of a voice,
Hell yeah.
dude.
Where are you from, man?
Originally from Alabama. I moved here almost a year ago. November will be a year.
Are you Roll Tide or War Eagle?
War Eagle, man. I bleed orange and blue.
There we go.
So what makes a Auburn fan better than an Alabama fan?
Pretty much everything, actually.
Really?
Yeah, there's Alabama fans suck. They poison trees. I was not a fan of that.
It is true.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just everybody in my family growing up were Alabama fans, and I consider
really?
myself a little bit of an outlaw. So I was like, you know what?
Really?
Here's my
Bold
middle
strategy.
finger to you as a 5-year-old. You know what I mean?
No
I
way.
partied at Alabama at Auburn for a weekend for a month.
Yeah, really? For a month? Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that song and a little bit about you, man.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I'm from Alabama. I grew up on a farm playing baseball, and I never really wanted anything
What
to
position?
do with it. I was a catcher. My knees pop when I walk.
I was going to say.
So I grew up doing that. Never really wanted any part of music. My entire family's super musical, man. Everybody plays and sings, and my sister does musical theater, and like everybody does everything. And I was like, man, fuck that. Like, I don't want any part of that. I did baseball, and then I did the rodeo scene for a little while. Neither one of those worked out. So
You rode?
Yeah.
Damn.
I rode bulls until I broke about everything I had, and then
Usually
I
how that
swapped
goes.
over to team roping, and I realized that my shoulder was still not recovered from baseball. And
What was your
so-
worst injury? Either from baseball or from bull riding?
Oh, I don't know, man. I've broken a lot of things. I think the night that I broke my collarbone and my ribs in the same knot.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was bad.
I broke
on the
my
same side.
collarbone. It
On the
sucks.
same side.
Oof.
Yeah. Hurt to breathe, hurt to sit, hurt to walk, hurt to move.
You basically just got to wait for those to go.
Yeah. There's nothing to do to fix them. So like
Damn. Sorry, I interrupted you, so keep going.
So that was bad. And then, basically, one day I realized that it just wasn't working out doing what I was doing. And I was like, man, I got to find something to do to keep me out of jail. So, so I started teaching myself guitar in February of last year. Played my first show in March of last year. Moved here in November of last year. And
damn.
yeah, so
So
it
it's
was
pretty new.
Yeah, it was a fast track, man. And now, like from time to time, I'll call my grandfather and I'll be like, hey, man, like, how do I transition from this chord to that chord? And he's like, don't you wish you would have paid attention? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, shut up. Just tell me how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm asking now.
So what were you doing? You getting into some trouble or?
I mean, not really. You know, I was just a kid. You know, I'm only 24 now, so
Nice.
you know, I was just a young guy, and I got ADD, man, so I can't sit still. So whenever I sit still for too long, I find something to do, and usually it ends up getting me in trouble. So,
Nice. What's the worst thing you ever done?
oh man, I don't think I'm legally allowed to say that.
All right, legally, what's the worst thing?
I don't know, man. Like, we were just kids, you know. Like, we spray painted, you know, the sides of bridges over creeks, and you know, we would go and we'd find like abandoned houses and like bust the windows out. You know, I mean, just typical teenage boy stuff, you know. And then like we'd go out and we'd like hop people's fences and like go swimming in their ponds and stuff in the middle of the night, get lit up with buckshot, you know.
Right.
Hell yeah. Well, I want to say this, man. I think you have a really cool voice, and obviously you're new, like only a year in. You got a long journey, and that's part of this process. You got to love it. The same dedication you gave to playing baseball, bring that into your music and start really just training. That's my biggest advice. I want to pass it over to our senior melody mathematician, Mr. Jeff Garrison. There was something in the chorus that I can't specifically say what it was that didn't sit right with my ear, but I want you to maybe explain what that might have been.
It sounded like you had a 6-bar measure in there, or maybe it was a 5-bar phrase. So, like, it sounded a little artsy to me. Like, the phrase went on. I'd have to hear it again to specifically know what it was, but I think one of the bars is either 2 beats or it's a 5-bar phrase.
I can just acapella it if you want, just to give the exact.
I tried to count it out on one of the times, like, but I would say, like, yeah, just sing the first line for me really quick.
We can sit and sip, just Tennessee moonshine, chasing down the moonlight. I can taste the liquor on your lips.
And then it's back in there.
Yeah.
So that's a 7-bar. So that's a 7-bar phrase. And what I'd say is, like, there are songs that do 7-bar phrases. It is a little artsy, but like I would say, like with a song like that, it's like there's nothing. It just is a little bit left-footed. It depends on how it's produced. That was like the only thing that
I want to hear something. Do what you just did again. Do the first part.
We can sit and sip this Tennessee moonshine, chasing down the moonlight. I can taste the liquor on your lips.
Okay. I think it just needs to go.
Just a little something more there to kind of turn it into like an 8-bar measure.
There was a part 2 where
redo that too. It was so catchy. That beginning part I was in, and then I was lost. That's what it was.
There was one part where it seemed like the first phrase of the chorus was.
Sorry, it could.
How would you do it?
Just go again. Then go into that other melody right there. Yeah, I'm like, I really like the song. The other. And excuse my voice, I'm just kind of like...
You sound great, bro.
I'm just like a pop tenor trying to...
No, it's great.
We need you. We need you in the music world, I promise.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I would say, like, my main thought that I had is, like, I was like, oh, this is like a down-the-center song. Like, I was listening to the verse lyrics. I'm like, these are the words that people say. You know, like, there was nothing that really... I was like, this is very... I was like, I could hear like a Luke Bryan doing something not too far off from this. It's like you had some furniture, you had a lot of the pieces. But I'll tell you what, when you hit that melody in verse 2, I was offended. Because I was like, you're going to give that to me one time? You're going to give me that one time? When you went up in verse 2, I was like, you're going to give me that chorus after you just gave me that second verse when you went up and really sold it out? That part of your voice is a weapon. That's a weapon. So find a way to do that as much as you can, because there's nothing wrong with the melody you did in the chorus, but when you did that, am I wrong that when that second verse, when you opened up, that was where I was like, hold on.
It's like letting a car rip, man. You let it rip. And
that was cool.
Yeah, no, it was very cool, and I think you... This is the stuff, man. This is why the show exists, because you are very green, which is a great thing. But you have the tools. You have everything in place that you need to make it happen. You just got to figure out how to do it, right? And I think you're one of those guys that's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this happen. I've done it before in other aspects of my life. I'm gonna make this happen. So take what we're saying with a grain of salt, but also like this guy right here has written some of the biggest songs that you've heard, right? So I think he's right. Like, that place in your voice is a weapon. It's special. Find that in a whole song. Put it all together, right? It's almost like when you're playing baseball and you got a guy that's, they talk about, a lot of scouts will talk about a 3-tool, or I'm sorry, a 5-tool athlete. He can run, he can hit, he can throw. Actually, it's 3 tools. Run. 3 tools is really like a great athlete, right. Baseball. 3-tool guy. You got to get those 3 tools, right? Like you gotta be able to have a hit chorus, have a hit verse, and then rip the song. Like have a voice, and you just take what you know from baseball. That's my biggest advice. Take what you know from baseball and put it in your music, because you know how to do it. You know how to do it, and I know you can make this happen. You have an incredible voice.
Thank you.
There was just a little thing that threw me off in that song, and I was like in on the chorus, and then it's almost like when a horse like stumbles. That's what I felt like happened in that song. But I think you got some great tools. So.
Yeah, I think the foundation is really good. I mean, like those are really. I feel like we're kind of being nitpicky, if anything. You know, like I'm not saying like like the foundation and everything is right. It's like you could paint the cabinets a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you
take this experience at this show and go back and write, and obviously write with other writers, but take everything we said and just elevate it, right? Like it's like a coach telling you, hey man, like your swing, like you were just a little whatever, like you can do this with your hips, or you can do, like it's refining every single day. And I wish a lot of the best, we had Matt Stell on a couple weeks ago, and he played basketball, and a lot of great artists are athletes because they know how to work. It's not about like the best talent or like the best song. Unfortunately, like I wish it was that, but a lot of it is like, how hard can you fucking work?
Yeah.
How much can you outwork the next person to get to where you want to be? And I see that in your eyes. I know you can do it. So I'm excited for you, man.
Hell yeah.
Give it up for Dalton Moses, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Great work, man. Great
Thanks,
work.
guys.
Plus, like,
you, brother.
you're young, but you look like a man, and I feel like when you look like a man, country music fans like you more. So you're
that came
look
in
like Rip a little bit.
a little bit of Rip
Yeah,
energy.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
So
Like,
actually, I wear aviator sunglasses too. So like whenever I have those on, man, I could walk into any Yellowstone set that I wanted
I
to.
believe it. I believe
like
it.
if I
You are a
was
Yellowstone
running
fan.
your TikTok, I would be like, just do like Yellowstone crossover content.
Yeah,
Like,
Absolutely, dude. That'd
like,
be
it
great.
would rip.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice
Great
to
job,
meet you,
man.
brother.
Yeah, man, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you so much. Absolutely. All right, we got a bucket. We're gonna make it quick. I know you guys have been hanging out. Thank you so much. Hit that music for us.
The beauty of grief. Ethan Sack.
Ethan Sack.
Come on down.
All right. Give it up for Ethan Sack. What song are you singing?
It's called The Beauty of Grief. This is one of the only
that
songs.
was the actual name of the song.
Yeah, no, it's one of the only songs I've actually released out of what I've played.
Okay.
All
So
right. Give it up for Ethan Sack
Yeah.
singing a song, The Beauty of Grief.
it's a slow burner, but
Isabel, I just had a thought. Is it criminal to die for what you want? You'll forget me in a couple months. And this will finally be the day we get what we need. Isabel, I have had no fear. It's terrible, but you don't want me here. You'll forget me. Let me make it clear. This will finally be the day we get what we need. I'm taking all our problems with me. And breaking off my part of history. You hear my words, but listen dearly. I heard your mind, and I believe that I won't miss me. Isabel, you'll get your way. I can tell that you don't need my weight. I'm scared as hell. I know you can't relate. 'Cause the last time that you saw me is the last you'll ever see. Oh, I'm taking all our problems with me. And breaking off my part of history. Woo! You hear my words, but sincerely, I heard your mind, and I believe that I won't miss me. That I won't miss me. That I won't miss me.
Come on.
Ian Sack, everybody.
That was
Oh,
awesome,
man.
dude.
Cool, man.
Very cool. What'd you think? What'd you think? He's been on the show. This is like maybe your third or fourth time. So
Yeah.
I want to hear what you think.
Man, I have a lot of experience in the sync world, like a lot of success in the sync world. Like, I mean, my advice to you would be get a network of 3 or 4 producers and just like make really artistic stuff like that, because that, I mean, like, I just feel like, you know, get an Indie account, find a plugger, go to the Nashville Film Festival, because if you go into a contemporary like songwriting direction, then they're going to probably try to change your skill set. And your voice and your dynamics are, and your melody choices are really compelling and interesting, and your tendencies to try to build something throughout, it just lends itself to film. It lends itself to a visual component, in my opinion. And I love making stuff like that. And I've made a lot of, I've written for that a lot, and there's definitely a path for that. And there's definitely like a career in that.
Is there a lot of money in that too?
There's money in that as well. There's a lot of money. And
Because you were gonna say I've made a lot of money in that.
I was not gonna say that.
Yeah, you were. You held back, bro. I saw it.
Well, you said that.
I saw it. You made a lot of money.
And I'm not gonna deny it.
There you go.
No, but I mean, sync is great, and it's people, and it's, I mean, shoot, as a collaborator, man, like, when somebody's got a sync presence, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, we're gonna make some money today, you know. And if a song is you know, I've had a couple sync hits before in the past, and if a song it syncs a lot, they can be really evergreen. And there's, you know, I know people that, you know, people are selling sync catalogs too. So there's nothing, you know, wrong with that whatsoever. I think it's an amazing, especially for someone with your skill set, that would be my number one recommendation. Is like, you're gonna need producers that understand that. You're probably gonna need at least 5, and then I would just work with them as much as possible, and then spend the rest of your time meeting music supervisors and song pluggers that know how to get stuff in film. And I think you could really start to take off like relatively quickly. Like, there's not, if the productions were right, and you know, and you're organized, and you're, you know, but you know, sync is one of those industries where it's It is competitive, but it's also like you got to be able to pull the trigger quickly, and it's got to be they from a business standpoint, they don't want more than 2 writers on it. They want it closed. They want clearances quick. Is
that something you're interested in?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Cody does sync music, by the way. He's gotten a couple placements
No
already
shit.
instrumentally. So just throwing that out there.
That's awesome. Okay.
There you go. Connect.
Oh, trailers,
Connect.
hyper competitive.
So yeah, is that something you're into though?
Absolutely. That the whole album that song is from is very similar vibe, and a lot of it I've tried to figure out how to kind of get it in sync because one of the big inspirations for that album was kind of a mix between To Pimp a Butterfly and then Forever Forever Ago by Bon Iver.
Yeah.
It like a weird mix of it.
That's
sonically more Forever, and that album is huge in sync.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think like that's the thing is like they're not all going to get synced for you, but the ones that do are probably going to get synced over and over and over. And
Right.
so what did I said the one sync company that people do pretty well. I mean, they get nice residuals on that. I know people. I said it earlier.
I didn't catch it.
You'll have to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. It's
You'll
like
have
I
to
don't know.
watch it again.
But yeah, I mean, there are websites. I mean, Bodega is one. The other one I think for you it would be like a little bit better if you can find an independent song plugger. Like usually they're going to take a fee. That's pretty standard. 30 aside or something like that, like an admin fee. If you can find a company, there are sync houses that you can go to. Big Yellow Dog's got a great sync department. There's not a lot of overlap with their other departments, I would say. It's like they kind of have 2 companies, right? But
We'll figure it. I mean, dude, like, yeah. We've had a lot of people on the show. Like, if you need help with that, let me know. We'll find you the right place to make that happen.
But yeah, you can go online and like literally work out these deals with. But what they want is they want clearance. You're signing over clearance to them, so they want to be able to basically negotiate the terms on their own and basically give you the cut that you negotiate. So if you do go that route, that'll be how that boils out. But I think your stuff is really lends itself to that. Like, cool.
Yeah, it's a movie. Like listening to now, I think this is probably the 3rd song I've heard. It is a movie. Like it's the beginning, and then there's the climax, and there's the downfall. It's like there's just a story. There's a story but it's cinematic. You're right. Like it's very visual. It is a very visual,
definitely,
music, and yeah, I think sync would be great. But I think you're cool, man. Like you got your own vibe. We've seen a ton of artists on the show, and like nobody's like you, and I think that's very cool too. And I wish you'd fucking email me, and so we can actually get you on the show.
I will.
Let's get you out of that bucket, dude. Let's get you out of that bucket.
I just think it's fun. It's kind of like gambling.
Cool.
You know what I mean? I get to go, am I going to play tonight?
Yeah.
I got my guitar.
This guy doesn't want it. He doesn't want to do anything by the book.
I love it.
I'm like, email me. We'll get you on the show. He
Well,
goes,
it kind of fits for the music, though. It's totally by the book.
I like what you were saying, too, is it's like we always kind of talk in this way. And like I was saying earlier about like writing, I know we're like way over, but trying to like maybe not try to do the Zach Bryan thing all the time and try to write something down the middle. But there's also an element of like, if you don't want to do that, find the place where what you do works. And that is exactly where it works. Like,
it's a lane outside of lanes that you have.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes sense.
It's good shit. That
Appreciate
song's
that,
out?
man. Yeah, that's
Well, this is the first song I can A-list, baby. Let's go.
No, it's the first song off of my debut album, and Talk About Masters. I produced the whole thing by myself. I had somebody else mix it, but I produced it also. The masters are all mine.
Sick.
Going
there you
into
go.
sync,
One-stop shop.
That's
That's amazing.
Let's go. We'll give it up for Ian Sack, everybody.
Let's go, Ian.
Thank you, guys.
Great work.
Jeff, it's been a long one, but dude, you are so fucking good at what you do.
Yeah.
I think the insight you gave tonight was super just intellectual and super just valuable to these artists. And so what you brought tonight was special, and I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having
Seriously,
me.
dude.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you're so good at what you do. Written some amazing songs. Before you go, anything you're excited about? Anything that's coming out? I know songwriters don't like to talk about the songs they have coming out, but what are you excited about coming out?
Oh man, I've been just keeping my head down. I'm producing a couple of projects. Just had a Dasha song come out on Friday that I produced.
Very cool.
Man, I don't know. I'm just producing some stuff. Got a Kylie Morgan thing in the works. Working on an EP for this band, Late Night Thaws. Writing for her. Trying to sneak on this Jelly Roll project.
Hey.
And just.
Do you know Andrew Bayless?
I don't. I know the name. I don't know if I've worked with him yet.
He produced like the early, like not early Jelly Roll, but the stuff.
Oh yeah. He did.
He's a Baltimore guy.
Did he do the Son of a Sinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. He's the man. He's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Hell yeah.
Well, we're excited.
Yeah, just trying to sneak on stuff, just keeping the head down.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're not a fan of country music or you are a fan, you should be a fan of Jeff Garrison. I mean, one of the best people we've had on. Thank you so much for being on here, brother.
Appreciate you.
Jeff Garrison, I'm Austin Burke, Dean Purificato, Mikey on video, Cody on sound. This is Playlisted. We're out, baby. Thank you so much.